keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight and it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools are paying me like I don't even go to beaches, rather be here on the feet or something. Best believe it's decent, wavy man, I see secret chillin' in the deep end. Every week and weekend, see me, you can depend on it, cause I mean it. Coming up, you can even find a way to flood it up. You done enough, 10% stimulate and run it up. Point system, looking like a flying where they won't miss a solid contribution. Could've pointed out enough. I met up with Matt, had a really good chat. He's telling me bet up your army does laps. That orbit does this meteor's heading when no one's expecting it. We watching it happen, in a pool of Meteora, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight and it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in the pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools paying me like I don't even go to beaches, rather be here on the feet or something.
Yeah, we are live, but I was muted.
Gmat.
Hello, everyone. Let's just do a quick sound check before we move on. If you can hear us, if you can hear myself, and if you can hear Soju as well, drop a quick Gmat in the chat right now. We've been facing a bit of difficulties over the past few minutes, so please bear with us. Okay, perfect. The Gmats are flowing in. Big Gmat, the mythical potato. Big Gmat, the Rizop as well. What is up, everyone? All right, welcome to this week's community call. Today is the 25th of September, and that means we have about 5 or 6 days left up until Medtober. How are you feeling, Soju?
Good. This is our last community call before Medtober, so I guess next week's community call will be a pretty exciting one. So this week gives us one last call to talk about all the things we've been shipping, about all the proposals we've been drafting before we prepare for the first community call of Medtober.
Absolutely. And for this call specifically, we've got quite an agenda to cover. Obviously, we've got the topic that everybody is talking about, the 3% allocation to the Jupiter stakers. We'll cover that in just a bit. I know a lot of people have questions on that note. We will talk about that. We'll cover all of that in just a bit. We're also going to be talking a bit about, what are we going to be talking about? Revolutionary technology. We're going to be talking about the NFT distributor, or more better known as the liquidity distributor. We're going to, cover more about how it works, and more particularly with the TGE scenario, how it's going to work. So we'll cover that in just a bit. We also have a very special member of the LP Army who's going to be joining us in just a bit, just to share a bit about his story. And I'm very excited to go through that with you guys as well. And then some other stuff, very exciting announcements that we're going to cover in this call. I think we'll touch on that later in just a bit. But yeah, how are you feeling, Soju? How's your week?
Let's start. I think this week has been a pretty exciting one. So the biggest thing that we did this week was that we released the first draft proposal for Jupiter Stakers yesterday. So when Cash first sort of teased or officially announced that there's an airdrop towards Jupiter Stakers, we had two main concerns. One, the fact that Jupiter found out before the Meteora users, and second, whether we were airdropping the Jupiter Stakers at all, and because of the additional dilution at TG. So yesterday's proposal was drafted to address both of these concerns. First is a draft proposal from us telling the community how we intend to do this airdrop for Jupiter Stakers, the details of which will be released next week at the planetary call, and these details will be how we calculated your stake, how we distributed the tokens, is it linear or tiered. Those details will be distributed at the Jupiter planetary call. But the key thing for this proposal is that because we're taking the tokens out of the TGE reserve, there will be no dilution, there will be no increase in certificate supply as initially expected. In a normal TGE, the team puts up tokens into a pool and then pulls the liquidity afterwards and earns like the USDC or so and the tokens that's left over. That's what Jupiter did. And that was what we were talking about doing. But we have decided that when we deploy our tokens in the liquidity pool, we will then distribute the proceeds or that position to the Jupiter Stakers DAO. So there will be no change in the plans, and it just comes from our pocket. So I hope you guys like the proposal, and I've been talking to people non-stop since then, addressing questions non-stop, and I'm happy to hear more of them here on the call as well.
Absolutely. And Fogross is asking, everyone is asking when met, but how Soju and Mir? I think more so, this question should be more directed to Soju, as he's been, he's been in the Discord all day. He's been addressing all of your questions. And it's quite funny because Soju has been, tackling all the questions on the Meteora general chat. And I was on the LP Army general chat. And people were just like, what is wrong with everybody in the Meteora general chat? Like,
I'm quite happy with the LP Army chat because like right now the Discord in Meteora is all TGE talk and token talk. There's no like discussions anymore on how to even use like Meteora. So I'm very happy when I open Meteora LP Army Discord and I still see everyone like sharing alpha, asking each other questions and stuff like that. So if you tag me in the LP Army Discord, I will go and reply. But other than that, I try not to jump in because whenever I appear, the conversation becomes CGE related, and I want to preserve that little slice of life for the LP Army.
Absolutely. Let's just keep the LP Army Discord server for LPing, for the LPing Alpha. But with that, any questions that you guys have during the call as well, we are taking a look at, the comments on X, the comments on YouTube, as well as, the messages going on the general chat in Discord. So any questions you guys have, just shoot them over on any of the platforms. We will try our best to take a look.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while these questions come in, I'm going to go and talk a bit about the NFT distributor. So
go for it.
We called this the NFT distributor, but actually we're probably going to rename it to be called the liquidity distributor. Because what we're distributing is not photos or JPEGs. It's the position that you own with Meteora, the liquidity distributor. So when we distribute you these liquidity positions, you must remember that you are always earning fees without having to claim it. Whenever convenient, claim your NFT, claim your liquidity position in an NFT, and then you have the fees there. There is no rush to claim. The fees will be earning for the very first block. The way we did it was that there is a price range, and because of the price range, we will deploy the liquidity only in MAT tokens. Then the first wave of buyers will buy up the MAT, and then you will have MAT and USDC. This pool won't be 50-50. It will be a mixture of MAT and USDC based on the price and the range. So if the price is very low in the range, there'll be more MAT and less USDC. And one key detail that's quite important to me is that there's no vesting or lockup. What this means is that if the price goes above or below the range, you can easily withdraw the position and deploy your own liquidity strategies on DRMM, which I have a feeling a lot of people in the LP Army will do. You can choose the NFT first, then withdraw and deploy into your own DRMM positions an hour or two after launch, without missing on the trading fees from the very start. You can do it at your convenience.
Absolutely. And 0x King Huss is asking, will there be multiple claim options for the airdrop? This is exactly what we're talking about. There's going to be two claim options, either claiming it as just the MET tokens or claiming it in the liquidity distributor NFT. And so how it works, just rewind the video back about 1 or 2 minutes. So you just gave an amazing breakdown of how it works.
Yeah, some additional information there is that we are targeting about 10% of tokens in the liquidity pool. So out of this 10%, 3% will be given to the Jupiter stakers. There will be additional 7% that anyone in the LP Army can choose to participate in the liquidity position. If you have a regular MET airdrop, you can choose to receive a liquidity position instead. And it'll be a first-come, first-served basis. Once the 7% is all taken up, no one can choose the option. So if you want to be part of this, you can simply choose when you see your allocation.
Absolutely. Soultone is asking, will these fees be eligible for Season 2? Anything after June 30th will be eligible for Season 2.
That's a very good question. And the answer is yes.
The answer will be yes. So we're looking through the chat for a bit more questions as well. Mikas is also asking, will there be a fee scheduler on the main Dynamic AMM V2 pool? And what's the base fee going to be there?
There will be a fee scheduler. The fee scheduler will apply to both buyers and sellers at launch. And then the additional fees will then go towards everybody with the NFT. We'll review the exact details of the fee schedule, starting price, ending fee, and all of that alongside the range, because these two things interact with each other. There's no point knowing one without knowing the other.
Soul Chief is also asking Soul Chief is saying, you get whatever is in the position at the time. I'm assuming that you're talking about if you want to withdraw the position at a certain point of time, I'm assuming he's talking about the distribution of USDC and MET. It will
Yeah.
be that distribution at that point in time.
Yeah, you can withdraw you can close half the position, you can close the full position, you can merge two positions together, you can do all of that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And please note that this is possibly the first ever time in crypto where TGE is going to be happening like this. How are you feeling about that?
Wow, I love this design, and I came out with the design and I spent the past 2 months begging the team to help me ship it. And now we are finally there. So I'm excited to see how this works. So actually one of the cool things I want to do is that this MET isn't a TGE, it's a LGE, a liquidity generation event.
Absolutely.
It's very exciting, yeah.
Okay, looking through the comments once again.
Yeah, so what will happen is that you will see your MET allocation, and then when you see your MET allocation, you'll be given the option to choose the LP, the NFT or LP or not. So you wait for the airdrop tracker, and you'll be able to do so.
PandaFam is also asking now, I guess we will choose in the tracker whether we want to receive the NFT or the MET tokens. If we choose the NFT, will we receive the fees since the very first second? I'm assuming he's asking at launch.
Yeah. Yes.
The answer is yes, ladies and gentlemen. So the minute MET goes live, anyone who has chosen the option to have the NFT distribution, the NFT, is it called Liquidity Distributor NFT or NFT Distributor NFT?
We have to get better at that. This is where we ask for now.
Well, the final name will be finalized along with all of the other details closer to TGE. But yes, the answer to your question, PandaFam, is yes.
Yes, and exactly what SetsMoney did, which means that if you choose the liquidity option, you can comfortably AFK the entire launch, come back a week later, claim your allocation, which will be the mixture of MET and USDC, and then claim a shit ton of fees. No reason, no need to rush during TGE.
Sats Monks is in the chat as well. And if you guys didn't know, Sats Monks actually recorded live one of the positions that he opened up on Dynamic AMM V2. And the incredible win that he recorded live, which pretty much, he turned one soul into a position that was over $20,000 worth in that one Dynamic AMM V2 position. So if you want to check out how it works, check out Sats Monk's profile. He had the live video there. Really cool stuff, so go and check it out.
Imagine that feeling that Sats Monks had when he managed to make $20K from $200.
Exactly.
It is my goal to bring that feeling to the entire Jupiter Staker DAO who receive it in NFT and to anybody who chooses this option. That is why we're doing it this way.
Absolutely. Loki is also asking, Jup Stakers, they automatically get the option for NFTs. For Meteora users, there will be options to claim the tokens directly or get the NFT. That is absolutely right.
I will probably be refreshing the fees earned page myself, looking at the fee number go up. Yeah.
Absolutely. Mikas is saying everyone in all of the LPs have to do a massive voice chat or like a watch party of the launch. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Snow Eve is asking whether you can choose 50% NFT and 50% for pure MET. Unfortunately, you'll only be able to choose either option and it'll be 100% with the exception of the NFT, with the exception of the Jup status. So what this means is that if you have multiple wallets, maybe choose NFT on a few of them. But when you choose NFT, it will be your entire allocation. What about DRM? Will there be any DRM set up? We'll probably create DRMs in advance just so that they are there for you to use. But what will end up happening will be you guys will withdraw your positions from the DMM V2 or claim your MET tokens before deploying your DRM positions.
Correct.
But then you have to be in a bit of a hurry because you have to do so before trading volume picks up so you can earn more fees. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a question asking, what if a user is eligible through both means, meaning they're a Meteora user, but at the same time, they're also a Jup staker. So what are the options for them?
If you are both a Jupiter staker and an LP Army member where you earn fees and points, you have the option to choose whether to receive your LP Army allocation as a liquidity NFT. Your Jup staker NFT will still be given to you. So there is a group of people who will be able to claim both tokens and NFT at TGE.
V3 Dant is asking when local community extension, wanting to start one in India. Thank you very much for your enthusiasm. What we're doing right now in terms of regional expansion is we are pretty much consolidating a lot of the progress that we've made over the past 3 months. We're making some restructuring along the way. And what's going to happen is very soon we will push out a lot more updates on the community side of things for the LP Army. And I hope, to see more progress, maybe possibly a Meteora community in India. Question from Round Wound Sounds. Are fees from Dynamic AMM V2 given in base and quote, or just the quote tokens?
There'll be quote only. So you'll be able to claim USDC without having to sell a single MET.
Absolutely. And that is one of the features of Dynamic AMM V2.
Yeah. This TGE will demonstrate to you all the various features and powers of Meteora at one go. Yeah. How is this team so professional? I amaze myself too. I'm supposed to be tired and exhausted.
Every single week we have these community calls. We try our best to not make it known to the camera and to all of you, our viewers, that we had a fairly long week. But it's all really fun. We are doing this for you guys as well, so it's great. It's great.
Yeah. So why choose USDC? I don't have a very good answer other than I prefer USDC.
Everybody loves USDC.
Yeah, I think we chose USDC because it's much easier to price. I think blue chip tokens, like even Trump or Matt, usually use USDC. I know that LP Army is used to doing their positions in Sol, but rest assured, you'll be able to withdraw your position and deploy your own Matt Sol position. That's the whole point. The whole point of Meteora is that the power of customizability and things and all the options we offer, which is why there's no reason to lock up the LP NFT option. If I lock you up, you wouldn't be able to adjust your own range, your own pools, your own fees. It sort of takes away the fun of Meteora.
Correct. Meek is just asking, where are you guys? Doesn't look like the office. We are in the office, actually. It's just a different location in the office.
We're trying a new setup. We're at the top of the office instead of the living room.
Absolutely. How are you guys feeling about the new setup? Do you prefer this one or do you prefer the previous one? Hopefully you guys prefer this one because I like this one. I think this is nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice and cozy.
We are trying out some new setups to do some new forms of content. So you might see more content coming out from Meteora in this sort of format soon. Some teasers.
Is that alpha?
Some alpha.
I'm looking through some of the messages in the general chat on Discord as well. So just please bear with us as we cover a few more things, maybe before we move on to some of the other sections as well.
Yeah, we have time. We are more than happy to sit here and get grilled by the community non-stop. So please bring your hardest questions. They won't break me.
Absolutely.
Just a quick note on M3, just multiple people is bringing it up. I understand the M3 stakeholders talking about how they are vested for 1 year while everyone else is getting the tokens at TGE. And we are discussing right now to see what we can do about it. So stay tuned. We do change things based on community feedback, and stay tuned. Can you provide more information about MET allocation for Jup Stakers? We covered that at the start, so try rewinding to the start. But if you're looking for details about how we calculate how much MET each user will get, those details will come next week at the Jupiter Planetary Call. Just a quick update, which is that me and the Jupiter team is going through all the data over the next few days, and then we will make a decision together. Then we will announce it next Wednesday.
Absolutely. And on that note as well, in terms of finalizing the numbers, Tonik is asking how many eligible Meteora contributors. We will finalize these numbers as well, and you will see if for the group of LP Army contributors, you will see your allocations at TGE. I think one thing to also take note here is that the 2%, this is also a question that a number of people have been asking on the Discord. Is the 2% allocated for all the contributors? Is it just a separate individual allocation? The answer is yes, it is. So the 2% will be for LP Army contributors. This is our way of showing our appreciation for all of the people who have done their part expand the LP army, to grow the LP army, and hopefully you'll see your allocations at TGE.
Yeah, to answer So's question about Jup Stakers snapshot, I have been very careful not to say that snapshot has been taken, because the Jupiter status analysis is done day by day on a time-weighted basis, which means that there's no that fixed one day or at one event where everyone is counted or everyone is not counted. But we really draw upon the historical data of the past 9 months. So there's no fixed date. So that's why I don't answer questions or be very specific on when the snapshot is taken. But the snapshot will be taken in the next. The final cutoff will be one of these days, because we're doing all the data over the weekend. So we can't do the snapshot after that. So we'll stop considering new data once we're done this weekend.
For Gross is asking, is there a penalty to just claiming the tokens versus just choosing the NFT options? Absolutely not. So there'll be no penalty. It's just 2 options. You can choose anyone you want. There's a question asking, will allocations be tiered? I think we've covered this a number of times. There are allocations that will follow a tier to bring. Let's take a step back. The point system will still follow a linear basis, but there are additional allocations that are following the tier basis, just to make sure that the allocations of MET will not be so top heavy.
When Huma bounty results? Good answer. Good question.
Good question.
They'll be out either Friday or early next week. My
Absolutely.
apologies. I was supposed to ship it. I've completely lost track when the barrage on Twitter began, and I forgot about it completely today. But it'll be out soon.
Absolutely. We were finalizing some of the points for the Huma bounty, but then we saw the absolute war that was going on the general chat in the Meteora Discord. If you haven't checked out the Meteora server, actually, this is a good time for you to check it out. There's a lot of very interesting folks in the chat, so go and check out the Meteora Discord server and the LP Army Discord server as well.
Yes, 2% of the LP stimulus plan will be distributed towards the welcome bonus, with an additional bonus for long-term liquidity providers and DMM beta. This allocation is there to introduce more tokens for the retail members of the LP army, allowing the rest of the LP stimulus to be linear-based, which was initially communicated when LP stimulus plan was first announced by Ben Chow. So that's how we designed the LP stimulus plan. You will see the details when you see the allocations in a few weeks' time. Got something for someone's asking about anything for Meteora Bull posters on X. That was covered in the contributors form where we review everyone's Twitter accounts.
So the 2 main criteria for contributors is number 1, significant contributions, and number 2, impactful contributions. Anything that falls under these 2 of a significant level, of like a minimum significance level and a minimum consistency level, will be, evaluated for a contributor's allocation.
If you have when TGE questions, or if you have any questions about when TGE, please search Real Design on Twitter and tweet at him for the answer.
Absolutely. Go to any one of his posts
and then just comment and ask.
And just reply and just post when TGE. And we are saying this as that is in the background right now. So please, just a joke, please do not do that.
You can do that on Discord as well if you don't want to do it on Twitter.
Yeah, just tag Zen, and he will reply to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, right.
Oh, this is a good question from Xerox Poseidon. Who are our guests today? I think this is also a good segue for us to make a great introduction to one of the amazing LP Army members. Everybody say hello to Stroudwin or Stroudwin. Could you say something?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Stroudwin. How are you?
Yeah, doing all right. Thank you for having me here.
Now, if you haven't seen Stroudwin's profile, he basically made a challenge, going from 3 Sol to 10 Sol. But the post was also, an amazing recollection of, his journey throughout all of the struggles that he faced as an LP. And I think it's amazing. It's a great opportunity, for Stroud to just share a bit more about his journey going from 3 Sol all the way to 10 Sol. And it wasn't just a simple journey, right? There were ups and downs. And I think for more people, especially during this period where there's a lot more LPs, trying to master their strategies, what is the reality of LPing, and what is some advice that you can give, as someone who has gone through this challenge, going from 3 Sol to 10 Sol?
Okay, well, truthfully, LPing isn't easy at all. Like, it's not even a little bit. Midway through this challenge, I think in the previous week, I got to about 10 Sol. I tapped 10 Sol. Then I took a huge L back to 7 Sol. And from 7 Sol, I had to not crash out and persevere back to 10 Sol. But when I made that post, I gave an LP agent chart. And that was really important because though at the end of the chart, I'm in all greens and it's full blast. But in the previous months, you could see it was just in the red, all through in the red, and it's just terrible. I remember waking up every day, just being frustrated and just grinding every day. And shout out to Logical TA. He was the best. He gave tips, encouragements, just like that. And since making this post, I have gotten a lot of questions about strategies and, all of that. And I just want to say 2 things about it. Number one, every strategy works. It does. Every strategy works indeed. Number two, no strategy has 100% win rate. This is really important so that when you master a strategy and you take a loss, you don't just throw in the towel and discard everything you've learned. You go back, you reassess, you find out if your losses are about bad entries or if they're just simply due to variance. And you just build from there. Truthfully, I was surprised to be called up here because I don't think 10 Sol is a huge achievement, but I'm happy to share, truthfully.
It's not about the absolute numbers, it's about the journey that gets you there. And honestly, if you haven't read Strudwin's post, please go to his profile. If the folks want to check out your profile, could you just drop your handle, Strudwin?
Yeah, it's linked to my Discord. It's just there.
Got you. Go on Discord, look up Strudwin, and then go to his X profile and check out his amazing post. And maybe before, Naoji has done us the justice of pinning Strudwin's X handle, so you can go and check it out. And before we end off, Strudwin, what's one tip that you would give to a new LP? His tip is to completely go ghost and lock in, because that is what will happen.
He's back. He's back.
Oh, and he's back now.
Yeah, sorry about
Strudwin,
that.
everything
Sorry
okay?
about that. So, did I miss anything?
Okay, no, I was just saying before we finish off, is there, do you have you just have one golden tip that you would give to any new LP that's starting out right now?
Yeah, a very important tip. When you start LPing, you're going to see people posting impressive P&Ls, really impressive, max gains and all of that, really impressive. And it's easy to feel when you're struggling that you're not good enough or that you're not skilled enough, stuff like that. But again, back to the reason why I posted that chart on LP Agent is that no one who is consistently winning did not go through a phase where they just consistently sucked. Okay, it was tough for everyone. If you see someone that's consistently winning with great P&Ls, then you have to know that they went through a long period of trial and error to succeed. That's all. So just focus, perseverance, and consistency. Consistency is the word. You're going to fail. That's a given. That's a given. But you have to push through your failure before you can achieve success. That's all.
Absolutely. Perfect. Fantastic words and fantastic alpha as well, coming from Strudwin. Amazing performance, from the 3 Sol all the way to the 10 Sol. Again, if you're new to LPing, if you want to find out more about the strategies and more about, how other LPs are, opening up their positions, just go and check out lparmy.com or join the LP Army Discord server. That's where a lot of amazing LPs are hanging out, like Strudwin, who showing off their sharing their knowledge, and also doing a lot of cool stuff and sharing their strategies as well. So thank you so much, Strud, for coming on and sharing with us your journey.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me here.
Pleasure is ours, sir. Let's see. Amazing. Lots of love in the chat right now for our boy, Strudwin. Consistent W's is the way. Absolutely. Coming from Emil Bochnik. All right. Honestly, I need to take some of the advice that the LPs are giving. I tried a few rounds of the heart attack strategy. Not great.
Receive heart attack.
I received a couple rounds of heart attacks, but then again, it does give you a bit of a new perspective of risk. So try, like Strudwin said, every strategy works, and it depends on which scenario, which positions you open, what kind of strategies you use. So all of the different strategies are on lparmy.com. Once again, if you want to check them out, go to lparmy.com or go to the LP Army Discord server. As Monks is saying, Mir, I can teach you, brother. I need to hop on a call with you one day, I think. I'll take note of this. Emil Bochnik is saying, nice, man. We need to talk about this more. It's not just about the wins, it's about the full journey of LPing. Absolutely. All right. How are you feeling, sir?
You want to break the news? I'll let you break the news.
Oof.
Tin, 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 announcement alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a few rounds of discussions with the team, with Zen, we've been thinking about it, and I'm very, very happy to announce that this year we will be having Met Dhabi.
Woo! I think Met Dhabi will be Meteora's first very large-scale community event, where the goal is to bring together our community, the LP Army, into one room and sort of gel together and lay more foundations for Meteora and bring us to a better, brighter future together. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you really think about the history of Meteora, we've come a long way. We've come a very long way. And the turnaround, I think, has been something that quite possibly, no other team in crypto has ever experienced. I dare say that. I would die on that hill. But I feel like Met Dhabi would be the amazing opportunity for us to kind of officialize this new chapter of Meteora, and a lot of cool things that are coming ahead that we do have planned, but we're going to save it for a later date. Yeah. So very excited for Met Dhabi. More of the details will be coming soon in terms of where it's going to be, when it's going to be, what are the details for you guys, for the community, for LPs. Lots of stuff coming up in the next few days, in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So just for everyone who didn't have the context, Met Dhabi will be a large-scale community event happening 1 to 2 days before Breakpoint. We'll release the exact date, and we'll also release opportunities for the LP Army and certain members to be able to come to Met Dhabi to hang out with the team, hang out with other members, and have an amazing time. If you are already planning to go for Breakpoint, do keep 1 or 2 days open before Breakpoint so you have a chance to attend Met Dhabi as well. But we'll also be selecting LP Army members and creating opportunities for the LP Army members to go. So look out for those if you're interested. But it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a very big one. Let's see how it goes.
We're gonna it's very clear that we are excited, and we need to withhold some of the information that we might be sharing. But again, just if you are going for Breakpoint, just keep some of the Zen is in the background giving us hand gestures saying no. But anyways, stay tuned for more information coming out on the Meteora X or on the announcements channel in the Meteora server.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite an important rallying point for our community, because as I keep saying online and everywhere, like Meteora has a lot of different groups of people who all contributed to where we are today. So TGE is the opportunity for them to all be part of the journey. And now I look at it, Met Dhabi is the next milestone where everyone will come together in one room and meet over and discuss ways to push Meteora forward and improve. Hopefully after Met Dhabi, we won't have any more issues of people not disliking each other. It's like, oh, what has that group of people done for us? What has this group of people done for us? Because we'll all be in the same room, one community with one goal, which is to make Meteora, the protocol, and the tokens successful for everyone.
this is going to be focused on LPing, on LPs, sorry. So everyone in the room, everyone in the venue will become an LP. We're going to be focused on the future of LPing, and it's just going to be one like united community. And I'm very, very excited for that. I can't wait to see, all of the folks who I've been pretty much like been spending so much time with only online. Folks like Craigo saying, so I get to meet Soju and Mir. I hope I get to see you guys as well. Mikas is saying, do you have finals, bro? Look, for those of you who are in university, I know that December is the examination periods. Breakpoint is, we didn't schedule a breakpoint, so don't blame us. But if you can't make it, just let us know beforehand, so we can see if we can prepare anything beforehand.
But and just to say something now so that Mir has to do it, I have already told Mir that he has to spend the whole of October and November making sure there are more regional chapters of Meteora around the world. And every regional chapter will then host a watch party of Dhabi. So if you don't start to see more regional chapters form and more in-person meetings happen, please take your complaints to Mir on Twitter.
Just drop me a DM. Might as well just ask me when TGE questions as well. Like just reply to every one of my posts.
And for everybody in university, my professional opinion is to drop out.
Not financial advice, not any advice
Please
at all.
Don't show that to our parents and tell them you want to drop out. Please don't.
Scarlett is saying Breakpoint just got a little cooler. Have to make it. Absolutely. If you haven't been to Breakpoint, it is quite possibly one of the biggest events on Solana. So please, if you can, if you have the capacity to make it, please go and visit. Go for Breakpoint.
I'm just to share initial early thoughts. Like we are not so sure how big it will be, but we are going to tap into Breakpoint's crowd to sort of bring in more newcomers to the LP army and Meteora as well. That's one. Second, we'll probably be making tickets free for anyone to come, but we will be creating an expedited path for the LP army members, either via recognition of Meteora like contributions, or by putting a deposit of MET tokens down there, get it back after you show up for the event. So you won't have to queue out with everybody, and we'll have like a dual like queue system. Lessons I learned from organizing Istanbul, so don't worry about it.
It sounds very familiar. It sounds like contributor forms 2.0. So that also sounds like something I'm going to have to take note of. But it's going to be a fun time. The next few months are going to be very, very fun for Meteora.
The best is yet to come. I think TG is not the end of everything. So now we met Dhabi, we have a date to look forward to after TGE.
Absolutely. I think I said this in a previous call. TGE is just going to be literally stage one. And there's going to be a lot more things that we need to do along the way to continue growing the LP ecosystem, the Meteora ecosystem, and a lot more.
TG is the start. Yeah, I agree. TG is only the beginning.
Absolutely. Well, now that the big announcement is out, we can go back to the questions again.
Sure.
If there's any other questions that you guys have, or...
Yeah, we have about 15 minutes left. So come, do your worst. Ask Mir when TG as many times as you can.
I was very surprised when he said, do your worst. I was like, wait a minute.
Do your worst, yes. I prefer to do it on call right now where I can answer the one question once to everybody instead of answering what about compromised wallets 100 times in Discord a day, which is probably what I end up doing right now.
Absolutely. There's a lot of questions on the Discord general chat asking about the Jup Stakers allocation. Is there going to be a minimum amount or a minimum time? More of these information will be laid out later on.
Yeah. So Poseidon is asking about community calls next week. I'm quite confident that there'll be more than 4 community calls in the month of October, which means we'll be doing more than 1 call a week.
You guys might be sick of our faces.
You will be very sick of my face, yes.
By the end of October.
By the end of October. I was telling Mir that whenever we release a major announcement, I'll do a community call 1 hour afterwards.
1 hour afterwards, and this guy has 10 in his drafts.
I have more than 10. Damn it. I have been writing and preparing for this day for months.
Ladies and gentlemen, October is going to be a very fun month for us.
Yeah. Approximately how many of people who fill out the contributor forms will be eligible? Many people fill out the form that was using AI or low quality responses. So probably actually less than about 20%. But what I can tell you is that if you were a genuine person who genuinely tried to help Meteora before the snapshot date, you will most likely get something. The only question is how much. which you will find out at the allocation checkout.
Absolutely. Yeah, there were quite a number of, I would say in the thousands of entries that pretty much included AI slop. And just about half of that were, like the actual entries coming from real people. And then we, further like filtered it down to, people who are contributing. And then we split it into the different levels of, how much you possibly contributed in terms of consistency and impactfulness. Any other questions from anybody in the chat? Just drop them in the chat.
How much points is the base tier for Met airdrop eligibility? You'll find out at one of the next announcements. We won't be reviewing that for now. Okay, so this is quite an important topic. A lot of people has been asking me about the tame test airdrops. So I have been actively trying to work with partners to do airdrops to the LP army. The key issue I'm struggling with is that just at Jupiter Stakers, the LP army addresses is about 200,000 addresses long, or if not up even more than that. To be able to airdrop a non-trivial amount of money to everybody to test the platform is quite difficult. The most easy way is to launch our own token, but I don't want to launch another token under the Meteora name because we all have some trauma of doing so, and I don't think it's necessary. Second, so right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to work with our partners to distribute airdrops using our system and include a small airdrop to LP army contributors or long-term providers or everybody based on what they want to do. So that will be, I'm still trying to make that happen over the next few weeks, but I'm not so sure how many will happen. As for the NFT distributor, it really appeals to a very specific case of launches where there's a lot of trading activity, a lot of interest in trading the token, yet there's a lot of tokens in circulation. So that really only works for Met TGE. But if I see anyone else who has a similar setup, I'll definitely offer that to them because I personally really believe in it. And I do want to test it before TGE. What I can tell you is that our tech is all ready to go right now. So it's mainly waiting for projects who wants to launch with us.
Absolutely. There's a question also asking about if I have points on many different wallets, can I add them all up to get to a higher tier? The point system is linear, and that means that there's not going to be a difference regardless of where your points are in any wallet. You can claim them individually.
Yeah. And on that note, we weren't very aggressive with anti-silver measures. So most of the people who have 2 or 3 wallets and interact with each other and then use Meteora, you won't be caught as silvers. And some of you will even get multiple welcome bonuses or airdrops. And it's fine with us. We mainly went very heavily after the big scale operations. People who were farming like $100 of points on like 1,000 wallets. We went after those quite aggressively.
Absolutely. Let me check through the comments on Discord as well. Just give us a second.
How do you guys not have PTSD with these forms? That's our secret. We have PTSD with everything we do, so no problem.
Absolutely. The key to not having PTSD is to have PTSD for everything.
It's always the same.
Let's see. Any other final questions before we call it a session for this week?
Now that we know that TG is happening in October, I do not think that Season 2 will be included in TG because Season 2 has only been running for about 3 months since June. So we'll probably just do Season 1 on TG Day and not Season 2. If you are both a Jup Staker and also have MET tokens from a regular airdrop, yes, you will receive both a LP position via the Jup Stakers position, and you will receive regular MET tokens. Or you can choose to receive both in an LP position.
Correct. And on this note, I'm going to bring one of our very beloved HMCs up on stage because he said he wanted to announce something. Heavy Metal Cook, how are you?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear, sir.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm driving on vacation, but thank you. I'm so pumped and excited about all this stuff. You guys are great. I just wanted to remind people about bootcamp. If you have not graduated or you wanting to learn or whatever, bootcamp 19, the recordings are still, it's open. The forms are open. You can access that off of lparmy.com. Complete both days. You have until October 5th to get that done. So, go do it if you haven't. And second, it wanted to remind folks about the contest that I'm running right now for multi-day. And it's all about the percentage. So you don't have to have giant fat bags to play. All the rules and everything are on the Discord servers and the announcement sections. Go check it out. I'm going to have at least 5 winners. The top prize is $250 USDC. So go get it. Do your multi-day positions. If you need tips, check out Advanced Bootcamp number 5 multi-day. That's can also be found on lparmy.com in the bootcamp section. So go check that out. And I have one last thing, but is there any questions or comments? I can't see the comments because I'm driving. Is there anything you want to ask?
So far, no major questions. A lot of people are saying multi-day is the way, in agreement to the competition that you organized.
Right on, right on. Okay, cool. Well, so the last thing that I just wanted to say, when we stick around, the closing song, brand new song, is called Met TGE. I hope it'll get you pumped and hyped up for the TGE here, Rock Out. So there's the alpha from HMC.
Alpha indeed from HMC. Thank you so much for coming on, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. You're doing a great job.
Take care, HMC.
Take care, sir. That is incredible announcements from HMC. Also, Advanced Bootcamp number 5, the one covering the multi-day strategies. If you haven't watched that, please go and watch that. There's a lot of alpha covering the multi-day strategy. 3 different strategies from 3 amazing LPs. We've got Lincoln Login, who was covering a strategy on, if I'm not wrong, it was Stocleo. And then there was another strategy, a more stable Sol USDC strategy from 0x Nito as well, representative of the Meteora Espanol community. And there's also Sol Chief from Meteora Nigeria, who was sharing about his strategy on Jup Pro. So 3 different strategies, lots of alpha on Advanced Bootcamp number 5. So please go and check it out if you haven't. Let's see. I saw there was an earlier question. There was an earlier question from Fogros saying you guys mentioned Meme 33 earlier. Are the discussions still open, or is it just fully internally amongst the team? Whatever you see in the proposals, that's what we have as of now. But we are actively looking at all of the messages on Discord, on X, on YouTube, and all of the final decisions will be made closer to TGE.
I still read the State to Earn channel, and I saw the messages there, and I still read the M3 proposal we have on proposals on Meteora.ag. I know some people have concerns with the snapshot dates and stuff like that. I think the main area of discussion right now is what to do with the tokens. Like, do we distribute them early? Do we distribute them 6 months, 1 year? I have already crunched the data for the snapshot, but so it's more of when do we distribute the tokens? Yeah.
Absolutely. Tiago Go is saying he will cover 3 strategies tomorrow live in Paris at the In Real Life workshop. So they're going to be live on Meteora French, and they're going to be live on their personal accounts as well. So if you haven't given Tiago Go and the rest of the Meteora FR folks a follow, please do so. Amazing folks, and expert LPs as well. Poseidon is saying, please, you guys get plenty of rest in September. Bro, there is only 5 days left of September.
Yeah. I already have events non-stop for the rest of this week, and that's it.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, there's going to be a lot of events in Singapore happening this and the next week. So it's going to be a fairly eventful week for the both of us. But how are you feeling about Medtober? Can we get some initial thoughts, Soju?
I'm feeling pretty good. My sleep is doing well. I'm well rested. I think what I feel is that the reason why we posted the Jup Stakers post yesterday was that we wanted to get all the discussions out of the way from October. So once October begins and once the announcements begin, it's really time for our community to come together and because each of us have our own opinions about some decisions, but once October begins, it's all about coming together, rallying, and pushing Meteora forward. That's why we did all the proposals in September. That's why I've been posting drafts non-stop. That's why I'm in Discord non-stop this week, hearing everyone out. But in October, it's full speed ahead, and it's to TGE with confidence. Yes.
The minute we make the minute we make the official announcements, it's all systems go, and it's going to be announcement after announcement after announcement. So Poseidon is saying, you guys get some rest. I'm just going to return it back to you guys and say, please get some rest, because it's going to be a very eventful October for all of us.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a very exciting time the next few weeks and the next few months. And with that, we have pretty much hit almost the hour mark. If anyone has any final questions before we call it a week, please drop them in the chat or on the Discord server right now. Wake Me Up When September Ends is a very good song.
Very appropriate.
Alex is bringing up a very good point. This is going to be the period where there's going to be like a huge uptick in a lot of attempts to scam or to try and socially engineer you guys. Please be careful. Any of the websites that you guys go into, any announcements that you see, please take note of where the announcements are coming from. Only trust the announcements coming out of the Meteora X account or the announcements channel on Discord. Bella says, hope to see you guys in October. You're going to be seeing a lot of us, a lot of the both of us in October. Don't worry about that. Fogros is saying, awesome call, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for answering the question. Thank you for being here, Fogros. Let me see. There's a question asking, will you count Telegram activity as contribution or only X activity? A few folks have asked this as well. I think the only thing that can be kind of evaluated as a valid evaluation, a valid entry, is that something that has a verifiable chain to either your Discord or your X account. So that means I can easily verify that Telegram account belongs to you. Now the problem is there were hundreds, if not even thousands, of attempts to impersonate people, and they were sending screenshots, but they were all like edited messages, edited posts on Medium, and it was very hard for us to kind of ensure that these posts actually belong to the actual person. So we had to crack down on that. We need to make sure that there is a verifiable chain of evidence leading from your Telegram group or your Medium post, whatever it is, to your X account or your Discord account. Before we end off, any final thoughts from Soju?
Nope. I'm going to go back to work and prepare for Meteora.
And I'm going to ask him to go and get some rest and go get some sleep.
It's only 10:30.
It is only 10:30 p.m. in Singapore right now. The night is still young.
The night is still young.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if there's no other questions, we will see you guys next week.
There's one question from Kathy. Can I claim the Mac TG on Juke Mobile? Yes, you can. And if we can't, it is Juke Mobile's fault, team's fault.
Okay. Very good question from Kathy.
Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next week. Cheers, everybody.
Come, the new TG is on.
New TG song coming right up.
On fire, dreams cold